What's up, guys? Welcome back to the 10th inning, and welcome to a frigid and very cold and snowy January. This may come out in February. I'm not sure the release date on these episodes, but I've got 7 really big returns coming up for you guys, so excited to open those up and go through them with you. And as always, hope you guys are enjoying the channel. You're staying warm out there if you're in the Midwest like me, or East Coast. Everybody enjoy this video. Here comes return number 1. Go. Return number 1. Got this back on the 16th of December, coming to us from Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And who do we have inside? Former Orlando Magic coach Matt Guokas with a multi-card return. Let's open it up, check it out. We'll start with 1990-91 NBA hoops. Signed in thin black Sharpie up in the corner there. Looks good. Very nice. And then here is 90-91 Skybox. Signed right there, kind of in the light blue part. I like that. That turned out nice. There we go. So Matt Guokas coached the expansion team Orlando Magic, and did a nice job there for them for a couple of years. And then I believe he was at one point let go, and then Brian Hill was brought in around the time that Shaq and Penny joined the team. So there we go. That's a 2-2 from Matt Guokas to start off the week. Let's get to return number 2. All right, second return of the week. Now, it's going to say number 3, but so does the next one. So I just wrote 3 on both. So this one's number 2, the next one's number 3. Came back on the 24th, and it is from Houston, Texas. It's got the John Wooden stamp on it. So these were sent a little later in the year, so it should be a newer return. And it is former Chicago Bear Barry Minter with a multi-card return. Very cool. I was a big Barry Minter fan back in the day. Sent him a couple cards here. I bought these on eBay from the big store out in California there. Drawing a blank on the name, but here's a Skybox Thunder 1998. Very cool. And here is 97 or 98 Hobby Reserve from Score. Signed there, Barry Minter, 92. This will be 1997. There we go. So he was the Bears middle linebacker for several years, up until the Bears drafted Brian Urlacher, who eventually went from outside backer to inside middle linebacker, thus ending the Bears' career of Barry Minter. So there we go, a 2 of 2 return from Barry Minter. As always, guys, stick around to the very end. I'm going to recap at the end, and I'm going to tell you guys my favorite return from each player of the week. Let's get to the actual return number 3. All right, return number 3 also came back on the 23rd. It's from Denver, Colorado. That sports card shop I was thinking of was Burbank Sports Cards. That is where I bought those. They are no longer on eBay, though. I think they've moved just to another service now. So there we go. Fanatics Live, I think, is where they're at. And here is a return from Keith Van Horn. Very, very cool. Now, if you'll remember, several episodes back, I had gotten Keith Van Horn returns back on the same exact day because he only signs 1 card at a time. And I had this one laying around. I was like, dude, this one would look awesome with ink on it. So here it is, 2001 Fleer Greats of the Game. And I was correct. That card looks awesome with ink on it. So had to get it autographed, so I did. And that's another return from Keith Van Horn, former Utah grad, former New Jersey Net, and played for several other teams in the NBA. But there we go. Let's keep the chain moving along here, train, not chain, and get to return number 4. And this one's going to come back on the 29th, and it's from Parts Unknown. We haven't had one of those in a while. And we've got a 1-card return from Johnny McEnroe. There we go. Very nice return. This one says, to Kyle, all the best. John McEnroe had him sign this Topps Allen and Ginter. This turned out awesome. Give you guys the year on this one as well. 2011 Topps Allen and Ginter. So I don't know that I'd send him more than one card. I was looking at Sports Card Forum. It looks like he might sign more than one. Sometimes he only signs one. I would keep it small and just send one off, and don't push your luck with it. But there you go. One of the most outspoken, flamboyant tennis stars of that era. And he's been in several Hollywood movies. The one that comes to mind for me is Mr. Deeds, Adam Sandler movie. I think he's been in several other Sandler movies, but very cool to get this one back and add it to the collection. And let's keep moving along. We've got 3 left. Here comes return number 5. And the 5th return came back on the 29th, and it's coming to us from Tampa, Florida, St. Pete area. Always a lot of baseball guys in that area. Let's see if we got baseball. We did not get baseball. We got football. Yeah, we've got former Buccaneer Cameron Brate with a multi-card return. I think I bought both of these on Sports Card or on eBay from Burbank as well. So we'll take a look at these one by one. Got a little bit of a shadow moving in here, but this one is numbered to 50, Gold Zone score, signed in black. Turned out great. I don't know if this is his rookie or not. Probably his 3rd year card, 2017 score. Had a very nice career with the Bucs. I believe he was on the team that won a Super Bowl with Tom Brady. And here is Don Ross Press Proof, gold as well. I think this one might be number 2. Incorrect, not numbered. Here's 2022. So there you go. A 2 of 2 from Cameron Brate. I got a lot of my Burbank sports cards back. The McEnroe I bought from Burbank. The Barry Minter came from Burbank, and both of these Cameron Brates. So very nice to see those cards come back after spending a little money on them to get here. So awesome. Let's keep moving on. We got 2 left. Return number 6 coming right up. And the 6th return came back on the 30th, and it's making its way from the Metroplex in Michigan. And who do we have? Former baseball player, former Oriole, Chris Hoiles with a multi-card return. I'm sure I sent him multiple cards here. Let's take a look. Looks like he's got 4 of them. 1992 Upper Deck to start us off here. Signed nicely in blue. I think that's pretty cool how he loops in his jersey number into the circle there, which I'm sure is the S of his name. So that turned out great. Learn a little bit about him on the back here. This would have been his 4th year with the Orioles. Was coming off his best season where he batted .243, 11 home runs, 31 RBIs. Gonna need a little space here. Here is 92 Fleer Ultra. Signed nicely there in blue. That turned out awesome. Here comes what I think is 98 Topps. A little bit later in the career. Let's see how he fared later on. Oh, did really well. Had several years where he caught over 100 games. Looks like he's got multiple years hitting over 20 home runs. Good for him. Good for him. Good player. And here is 1992 Bowman. And of course, by 92, I mean, here's 1993 Bowman. And 93 Bowman, of course, would have the Derek Jeter rookie card in there, amongst other rookies in his class. But that would be the big pull in that box. But there we go, 4 of 4 from Chris Hoiles. And let's get to our 7th and final return of the week. And our 7th and final return of the week came back on the 30th. So I bet this is Green Bay, Wisconsin. This was probably my final card that I got back in 2024. So let's see how I ended the year. Okay, sign that card. Former Chicago Bear defensive tackle and Notre Dame Fighting Irish player Jim Flanigan. Awesome. Very, very cool. Let's start with the Edge Jim Flanigan card here. I'll get a year in a second. I also bought these from Burbank. This is a big year for Burbank, or a big month, I should say. 99 then? Yeah, 99 Edge. Collector's Edge. That turned out really cool. Just thought that was a cool card. And then we had Metal Universe. Oh, I'm sorry. This one's also Collector's Edge. I thought this was Fleer Metal. So this would be 97 Edge, and this is Masters. Really cool insert. This actually looks a lot like Fleer Metal. I wonder who created it first. I feel like Fleer Metal was right around that same time. And then, yep, just wrote Jim Flanigan, Bears. Love it. Love it, love it. Thank you to Mr. Flanigan. That is our 7th and final return. Those were the last cards I did get back in 2024. Let me double check real quick. I've got 2 in my box. Yep, these both came in January. So yeah, that's the final return of 2024. Of course, you guys are seeing this in 25. Let's get to our video recap and take a look at our best returns of the week. All right, guys, video recap time. I want to first start off by just thanking all 7 of our signers this week. Thank you for taking the time to open up the cards, sign them, and send them back to me in great condition and with some ink on them. Now they look a million times better than they did when I sent them out. So shout out to all 7 of these guys here. And then special thank you to all of you guys for just following along on this journey with me, asking questions in the comments, asking questions to me on TikTok, and I just love sharing the knowledge, and hopefully you guys get something out of this and you enjoy watching the videos. So I'm going to keep them coming, more tutorials coming, more about my process and being a low-end sports card dealer on eBay. So that's some of what you can look forward to in 2025. But let's recap it. I went with the 1990-91 Skybox for Coach Matt Guokas. Went with the 98 Skybox Thunder for Barry Minter. Had the 1/1 from Keith Van Horn, Fleer Greats of the Game. Had the 1/1 personalized to me, Tops Allen and Ginter 2011 for John McEnroe. Went with the 2017 Gold Zone numbered the 50 Cameron Brate, the 92 Upper Deck for Chris Hoiles, and the 1997 Collector's Edge Masters for Jim Flanigan. So that is 7 up and 7 back, signed and returned. Thank you guys for watching another episode of Through the Mail Autograph Returns. I'm sure I will see you guys in a couple weeks with all new returns to open up. I've got over 200 cards out in the wild, so we are just waiting on them to come back with some ink, and we'll have some more returns to open up right here on the channel. Thanks for checking out the video, guys, and I will see you on the next one.